So, according to an article in the Mirror today, all of Britain is now in fear of a countrywide Tier 5 lockdown, as the SAGE Committee of Scientific Advisors is now telling the Prime Minister to keep schools closed until February. Now, a lot of you are saying, what is Tier 5? I didn't even know Tier 5 existed. Well, that's a great question. And this is what we can expect to happen in Tier 5. First of all, they close all of our schools down, which means children aren't getting their education. They're not building their future. They're also at home while parents try to work virtually or whatever else they're trying to do. Massively disruptive to our society. What else happens in Tier 5? Well, takeaway dining is shut down completely. What else happens? You are banned from leaving your home. And then on the final part of that is that all retail shops are shut down. This is what a Tier 5 scenario is looking like. And they're talking about it happening in January, as soon as a few days away. And this is the state that we've gotten to at this point. And if it terrifies you, it should be terrifying, because the concept of not having these essential services, of not having our children be able to attend their schools is frightening. It's frightening to me. My young son Damon is 3 years old. He's supposed to have his first day of school next week to go alongside with his brother Caden. My wife is looking forward to getting back to her yoga training, to getting back to her degree in psychology. That will not happen. My daughter, she's at 16 right now. She's at home. She will not be able to go back to school. She is already wondering what's going on with her future. How is she going to be able to get that job she always wanted? How is she going to be able to move forward and be an active member of the society? And yet, this SAGE Committee of Scientific Advisors, they're really social science advisors, is in the ear of our Prime Minister, telling him what to do to lock us down, lock us down, lock us down. And I did a piece yesterday about an article that was published in The Sun that said 388 people died this year of COVID that were previously healthy and under the age of 60. Only 388. And yet every single day we are thrown figures of tens of thousands of infections and people. But when you drill into the data of actual healthy adults that have died, it's a tiny, tiny number, less than 1% of total deaths. And yet everything is locked down. This entire city of London is locked down in Tier 4, soon to be Tier 5, as we go into the unknown of 2021. And I bet you never thought this was a possibility back when they locked us down for 2 weeks in March. And that's why my message of get London back to work, of making science-based decisions, of basically deciding policy based on data, not finding the data to suit the policy, making a proportional response to this virus, and showing some leadership, some old-fashioned leadership of people that we elect to do some innovation from the front. Why not find solutions as opposed to using a campaign of fear to terrorize us into not doing anything and really jeopardizing our younger generation, which they're now calling Generation COVID. It's a sad state of affairs. Leave me your questions and thoughts below. Do you think we should be going into a Tier 5 lockdown? Do you think they should shut our schools down? Please leave me your comments. I want to take London in a new direction.